Mine, it's actually pretty freaking good considering all things being equal. Let me go ahead and share this real quick. I don't know how long I'm going to be out here. I am between activities. So, look who is live right now. Dang it. I should have grabbed the other devices so that I could use them to share this, but I was only able to share it on the YouTube at the moment. Let's see. Can we stand this device up? Can we? Can we? Can we did it, people. Look at God. So, you guys saw me live stream this morning. I already re-released it. Let y'all know. I woke up this morning and I was like, God, what we doing today? And he was like, hang on. Things are headed your way. So about 9 o'clock, Constable Chisholm showed up. Big dude, super nice guy. For those of you who are idiots and don't understand what it is to be a social activist or a political activist, or even to have complex PTSD, it's not the uniform that's going to flip me out. It's the behavior of the person in you. Does that make sense? So he was very nice. And I saw him from down the way before I went and picked up my things, right? I hope y'all can hear me okay. There's no one in the chat to tell me otherwise. I don't have my other device to check for myself. Just, I know it's charging right now. So if we could just leave them all in there to charge, you know, this is actually safer in the library. But then again, you're right. I should probably go grab my things. I don't just go back when I'm ready. So, if you guys hang on for a second, I'll go do that. And give me a moment. I appreciate you. Technically, y'all can walk with me because I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna go get my book back. Okay? If we're gonna go get my book back, but I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. Like, aside from the fact that my sweet, sweet neighbor, Patty B, wants to be worried about me, I'm content not having to deal with the shit or the people. Unfortunately, hold on. It doesn't last forever, right? Somewhere at some point, someone's going to want me to sign a contract. Someone's going to want me to say, yeah, I don't mind taking on this responsibility. Whether that's the truth of the matter or not, I mean, let's be honest about it. Realistically, I am an independent consultant for a lot of people who don't want their business in the streets. So I do my best not to get it out into the street. So for starters, I was using the library Wi-Fi. And that doesn't work. So I'm a little pissed off. But I'm in beta, so it should be okay. Still, I would rather use YouTube. Their shit than my own. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, sit this down and get myself slightly together. Okay. Ta-da! Can you see me now? Listen, I don't need the shades, but I'll put them on. One of you doesn't like my shades. The other does. And asks me, do I give a damn? I really don't. So this you who's buying all my shit and dressing me every day. And then seriously, should you really be buying everything and dressing me every day? Shouldn't I have some sense of my own style, whatever the case may be? Anyway. So, it almost doesn't matter what the day. And I realize that at the end of the day today, I could be sleeping in a ravine. It's not what the Most High has told me that He has prepared for me. Yes, a lot of things remain to be seen because the Most High uses human beings. And some of you all don't listen or pay attention. I'd like to believe that it was me because it makes it easier. Not because it's true. It's easier to believe that I fell down on the job. I missed something. I didn't do the right thing. But that's why right now I'm in the middle. You see, the thing is though, no matter what happens, I'm not down. I'm not out. I'm just waiting God out. As they say, divine timing. The Lord works in mysterious ways. Works. The Lord works in mysterious ways too. That's just to be honest. God dang, y'all. Hey, Von Eric. I've been better. Thank you for asking. I'm not gonna lie. That'd be stupid. Thank you for not asking about Larry because, as you can see, I am not in the apartment and Larry's not with me. I have 14 days to go back and get him. Cheez-Its. My neighbor gave them to me. To be honest, it's the first thing I've had to eat today. I don't think until you showed up, Bonnie, that I had any emotions about this thing. Sure. I'm at the Wilmot Library. Come on down and get your stuff. This Cheez-Its on me. I would love to sit here and tell you that I'm down and out because I'm the victim of this terrible thing. The truth of the matter is, and not just because Von Eric is here trying to make me laugh when he knows whatever he knows, right? I've been walking this road for so long. That seeing people fall short even me no longer phases me. Not like that. I walked out, head held high. I haven't done anything to anybody that this should be my outcome. So I hang my head on the understanding that, I apologize. I hold my head up on the understanding that the Most High, the universe, God, has me covered. Because He put me on this planet to watch man fail repeatedly. Even me. I am in a human body, thus living the human existence. Even if sometimes this vessel feels foreign to me, because technically it is. As I was telling you guys earlier, and when I was telling my neighbor, Patty G, I died last February. By June, the person who claimed to love me was putting their hands up. So by late November, December, they had to be put out before they could kill me again. Now you're saying, what did you think about what that was going to cost you? Because you're right. Just like when I was married before, I couldn't afford for him to leave. But this time, there are no children involved. There's nothing. There's no one else's safety that would be put in jeopardy when I leave or put him out or allow this thing to unfold. They still stalk me. It's a number of you. I know it. The toast cracker stalks me from afar. If he's not dead yet, he's gonna die. He's gonna die of a coke overdose. Because that's what Spirit told me. The more I understand, someone else has to live out their karma. The Spirit says they will die in their sleep. I don't know about Brother Clarence. I hadn't thought about him in a while. It's a lot of y'all. I truly just am not required to care. I never was. The Most High asked me to give it a try. Von Eric, the other blind man, Spirit told me to get it a try too. You want to know the truth? More often than not, I'm asked to love the unlovable or the unloved. It's mostly the unloved. I'll give you a couple that were unlovables tonight. I knew it. Spirit was like, child, in them long eyes. Daniel and Darrell are two sides of the same coin. One has abandonment issues to the point where he has to have as many people around him as possible, pouring love into him, reminding him that he's somebody. He's the type, Darrell Long, who go out and make all kinds of babies because there's somebody to love me, right? I made this person. They're gonna love me. Von Eric, at this particular moment, while I'm sitting here eating Cheez-Its and I don't know where I'm going to sleep tonight, you want to ask me how much I love you. Is this a setup, Von Eric? You trying to see whether or not I'm going to turn prostitute for a hotel room in Tucson for the night? What we doing, Von Eric? I already told you about that shit. So to be clear there, I love you as much today as I did yesterday, Von Eric. I love you enough to take your shit, even when you invade my thoughts and my privacy. I'm waiting for the comment in the chat. You can't get in my head today. It ain't gonna work that way. So back to the coin. The other side of the coin. Daniel. He has abandonment issues. Yeah. You know you was pushing it, talking about I take that. So ask me how much I love you. Man, bye. Imagine, Von Eric, I say that shit to you, then later on tonight, somehow I magically end up streaming from a hotel room. Then you don't think they gonna ask me where Von Eric at? Who you with, JP? JP, you told us you ain't had no money. How you get that room? Which reminds me, Von Eric, you could do the right thing by me. $ CashApp, $ purpcorn, PURPCORN. You can just send me money for my cannabis needs and my food for the day. I don't give a fuck. You talking all that shit? I mean, I'm just saying. That's what y'all wanted me to be, right? Y'all wanted me, not you, Von Eric, them other people. Y'all wanted me to have to get on screen and beg and plead, oh my God, please take care of me. Oh my God, I'm gonna be like those scammers that will tell you that I've been evicted. I can't go back into my home. That's just true. But unlike them, whatever I do next, I'm not gonna fucking tell y'all. I'm sorry. It don't really matter how much money y'all send my way. Unless you the motherfucker with me every day, you're not gonna have access to information like you want to. I'm not gonna scam you either though. So you can hit my cash app at $ purpcorn and hook the girl up so she'll have a fantastic day despite the shit that people are trying to do to her, or weak even shit. What you can really do is go ahead and send me enough to last until I get paid next week. How about them apples? Then you ain't got to worry about it. And you will not go through the same shit that other people are going to. Because they are. You won't experience it anyway, you the people who actually care about me, because you show up for me in other ways. And when the Father puts it on you, you do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, back to the discussion. And then we'll move forward with discussing day dates. I'll get around to it. Let me see. Let me check my battery. Okay, we're good. So, the other side of the coin is abandonment issues to the point where I'm going to get me one person and I'm going to force them to pay attention to me and spend time with me and focus on me no matter what. I don't give a damn what they're doing, who they're doing it with, how long they've been doing it. I should be the most important thing in their life. No one but I should feel love from them. No one. I don't care if they had someone before me, if they got children, a homie, a friend, whatever the hell it is. No one can ever be seen to be more or as important as me. Matter of fact, they shouldn't even get close. If they got a nickname, we got a goddamn problem. If I hear you speak to them, we got a problem. That type of abandonment. That's the other side of the coin. I'll be honest with you. They're equally dangerous. In the grand scheme of things, I guess you could say it's the difference between a sociopath and a psychopath. So without me looking up the research and doing it right here, right now, I can't say for certain. Pardon me, you guys. I am really having a hard time with not having. I know my chapstick is in here because listen, I knew this was coming. I tried to make sure everything fit in as few things as possible. You know what I'm saying? Picking up what I'm putting down. But we'll put it a different way. There's the young child who loves their brand new pet cat so much that they want to take it and show it to everybody. See, look at me and my cat and how much my kitty cat loves me. And they squeeze and hug the kitty cat, but they don't do anything to hurt the kitty cat. They just let everybody else put their hands on it, do things to it. Like, oh, it's okay. The kitty understands. Look how much it loves me. It loves me so much, it's going to forgive me for allowing you to do those things to me. Right? Or for me allowing you to do those things to it. Forgiveness. The other side, that's the scarier one. Y'all already know that one, though. That's the one that when they get a pet kitten, they kill it. They bash its head in with a rock because they just wanted to see what it was like for something to die. Both are dangerous because in the end, the kitten dies. We live in an imbalanced world where more and more kittens are being killed for entertainment, for curiosity, for other people to receive attention, to feel love, to have clicks and likes and clout and shit. They'll hold you hostage in a marriage, in an apartment, in a dorm room, in a feeling. Especially if they can't kill you, then what they will try to do is use you to achieve their whatever it is, however long it is. Because now you're a good supply of energy. They've held to this one place where they can come back to you and they can act if they need to receive some love from you. They can save you from something so you can be thankful for their existence. They can terrorize you until they've gotten enough of your emotions that they are satisfied. And then they can go on with their day. They may comfort you. They may not. See, the thing is, it's not about you. It's about how useful you are to them. Lately, the narcissists in my life are coming to find that I'm not useful. I never was. Whatever they think or thought they learned, they actually didn't. They mimicked me. They never learned anything. It's one thing to mimic compassion. That's basically being sympathetic to the point where you communicate. Right? To mimic kindness. Well, I see that you don't mind giving this person food, so I'll give this person food too. But never will I figure out how not to mind giving this person food, including my last meal. because they haven't had a meal in 3 days. Honestly, having met and worked with the homeless population, I don't even really see. I forgot these things weren't even on. Isn't that funny? I turned them off some time ago, but I kept them on. Yeah, it's kind of like that. I turned off a lot of people in this space a long time ago because I wouldn't stop speaking the truth, because they didn't like the way that my face looked, because they didn't appreciate something about me. But you know what the thing is? They can't stop fucking watching me. They can't stop trying to be me. They can't stop trying to wear my identity. Right now, there's a whole bag of a suitcase full of clothes that I had. They can't stop trying to wear my clothes. Do what you do. Go wash my shoes. I'm gonna keep walking. I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna keep dancing. I'm gonna keep singing. I'm gonna keep romancing. And just like y'all didn't know until you knew, you won't know shit about what it is I do, who I do it with, or how I do it. Isn't that crazy? Ironically, I was streaming for damn near a year before you motherfuckers caught on that Daniel was the person that I was sleeping with and not just a roommate. And even then, he was pretty much still just a motherfucking roommate. I was married to his best friend's father. Now you gonna tell me he ain't know that going in? I can say all kinds of things. You may think that he's young because of what, he's 23 now. However, when you were 21, 22, 23, how did you show up on scene when you thought you wanted somebody? When you was like, oh shit, I can't wait to get my dick wet with that one. How did you move? Even after being told, don't do this shit, you're not ready for this shit. This right here, you cannot do this. This is not the ride you want to ride. You are not grown enough to ride this ride. Look, boy, sit your ass down somewhere. I'm not the one for you to keep coming towards. You think I'm just supposed to continue to back that off forever when we have signed a contract to live together for the next one, but ended up being 2 fucking years? Bruh, bye. If you do not know what's the word I'm looking for, Von Eric? What's that word? Tenaciousness of a 20-something young man who wants to get his dick wet. I suppose you don't have any male associates who've explained to you how the fuck this shit really goes out you. A predator is a predator, and a child is a child. 2 things. 1, according to the government, state of Arizona, over the age of 18, you're a goddamn adult. 2, when you approach me like a grown-ass man with your dick in your hand, you must be ready to do grown man shit. I'm not your mama, and I'm not required to see you as my motherfucking child out here. Anybody's, for that matter. You waving your dick in my face. You want to know what I do when a small child comes to me with their dick in their hand? Go to the bathroom. Get your hands out your pants. We got rules about this shit. Matter of fact, in my house, my sons, we had a rule. You can have to touch it in your bedroom or in the bathroom. Outside of that, I had better not ever see your hands inside your pants. And you know what the fuck a belt is. You better make sure you put one on at all times. I'll give you a pass. You ain't gotta always have your shirt tucked in. But hunty, please, if I ever believe that the top of your pants has gone down to your knees, yeah, a belt it would be and tucked with your shirt too. I was listening to my neighbor, Patty B, who wasn't around for my relationship with this young man. So who's been gossiping to Patty B since she moved in, telling her lies and bullshit about me? Gina, the other Patty. The little girl upstairs who thought she was gonna get him at first, but then, whoo, child, girl, you done swelled your ass all the way up. You're like a Oompa Loompa in training. I don't know if the boy heard me or not. She was pregnant at one point, wasn't she? Didn't you get rid of it? You pregnant again? See, this is one of those things about Arizona that y'all may not know. Arizona, especially here in Tucson, and I think it's Sedona, they have spiritual community, whole, big, large, dedicated to psychic shit communities. They've been looking for the most powerful psychic that they can find, and I've been in Tucson the whole damn time. Not too long ago, they had a psychic convention. I think it was up in Sedona. When they had that convention, some bitch from all the way out in Maryland went all the way to that psychic convention. But on her way there, she stopped. Or I can't say she stopped. I can't. What I can say is either she came down here and got my trash, or someone met her somewhere and gave it to me. Because you all have to have the essence of me, the scent of me, to do what you're doing. You see, now that I am no longer in that apartment, it's harder for the karmics and the mystics to figure out what the fuck it is that I got going on. They have to see me every day. They need me to show up in some way so they can figure out how to target me. So now if it's not in the apartment, you can't consistently know when I'm live streaming. You people have men in boots on the ground following, as if I don't fucking know already. The desperation is disappointing. Your people are crappy. Their tracking sucks. They don't know how to be ready to move when it's time to move. They don't listen to shit. Me, I listen to the Most High God. He speaks to me regularly, as does the universe, in spirit, and some of you. You all reach out to me. I appreciate it. I really do. I can't tell you what's going to happen today. Or tomorrow, for that case. But if I'm honest with you, I'll be fine. I could be doing time with you all, literally, because I chose not to focus on me, not to work on me, not to listen to the things that the Most High and the Spirit were saying to me. An entire cult wants me dead. And that's just one group of people. At least 2 of my exes want me gone. Although, I think the children's father goes back and forth. I would try to think back to who would be in my energy, trying to tell me that they miss me. They want to lay on the couch and watch TV with me. They miss hanging out with me. To be honest, there's not that many people that could be. I've been married for 27, almost 28 years. Wait, I got married in almost 28 years. So, when I think of the number of people that it could be, the person that I was seeing in culinary school is possible but unlikely, yet unlikely. I usually send messages all the time talking about you, just I miss you. Bye-bye. We broke up for a reason. I'll go back for it. Come out. Where's Daniel, the children's father? I just threw him. The young woman that I dated makes 4. That's about it. How many people can you say? And why exactly would they want you that way? That's the other question. You know what I'm saying? Right? Given everything, the 4 people that I mentioned, it's not like we got into this big old fights and shit. Like, I mean, we got into arguments. And it was like, okay, you go your way, I'm gonna go mine. Ironically, every one of them motherfuckers had to come back. Ask me for something, say something, needed something, wanted something. Just had to see me one more time. I don't give a fuck about them. I say this, and people don't believe it. And it's not just, I mean, I'm autistic. I'm on the spectrum, bitch. I'm autistic and I got ADHD. I don't know what you want to call it, but I'll tell you like this. I definitely have what they call sexual ADHD. But I may even have relationship ADHD. If you're not interesting to me, in which I do my best to make sure that before I get intimate with anyone that they are interesting to me, interesting enough that we can have a conversation that's going to last for more than just a day or two, and it's going to be more than anime, basketball, and which shoes you like to wear. You know what I'm saying? Oh, goodness. Yo, seriously, y'all, I wish I had a J. I wish I had cannabis. Not that I would smoke it sitting outside of the library, because right now that's something that I can't do. I am on private property and still alive. I mean, it's public property, yet, you know what I'm saying. However, saying all of that, imagine being able to kick it on an afternoon or a morning like this with your person. Go to the library. I saw the cutest couple in there, which is what made me think of a library date as something that could be done. It's a cute young couple, and they both are at the library. They are sharing a pair of headphones and watching a movie. That's pretty cute. You can do any number of things with your mind. You know what I mean? This, though, it is difficult. I may look like I'm accepting it with ease and grace and whatever. And really, I do okay until someone like Matriarch shows up or my child. Because then it's difficult to hold the spot. Mostly because I know that they have concern or worried. In the case of my son, he really can't do anything. He's not even 21 yet. He's just starting out in his journey. Same with his siblings. Asking them to do right by me because their father's a piece of shit? Well, that just doesn't make sense. So it's not something that I'm going to do. So if that means that I have to work a little harder, I have to struggle when other people think that I shouldn't, well, I guess that's the reason why I have God's favor. And they're living with the karma they created. No, say it ain't so. Y'all, she better be getting ready to have another concert. When she did. Never mind. Let me hush. Hold on a minute. The signal's bad. Is this an old article or something? Tina Turner passed away today? Legendary singer. Yesterday. Wait. Today we say goodbye to a dear friend who leaves us all her greatest work. We will miss you dearly. Her family said in a statement that the Queen of Rock and Roll died peacefully in Switzerland on Wednesday after a long illness. Selma Bullock was her mama's name. Her father's name was Floyd. Rest in love to Tina Turner, y'all. Hey, Daddy, I hope you're okay out there. That's... wow. To be honest, I had thought that she passed some time ago, so put my daddy up here. My dad was a huge Tina Turner fan, y'all. I mean, huge. Well, I mean, think about it. I could be pissed about the things that are happening to me, yet someone amazing died recently. She left a legacy. I hope to leave one greater. We'll see how it goes. You know what I mean? She was here for 83 years. I'm trying to be here 3 to 4 times as long as that. You know what I'm saying? I seek eternal life, eternal health, wellness, happiness, wholeness. A healed community where we focus on freedom, family, fellowship, faith, and forgiveness. Their requirements too. I have faith that one day you'll be able to forgive God for his vengeance the way I've forgiven you for the things that you've done to me. People, that is. It don't mean it's gonna happen that way. It just means it's something that I have faith in. I look out I look at the world daily. I'll see people with the opportunity to do amazing things. And they do nothing. Then I see amazing people who've been given no opportunity. And it's believed that they are capable of doing nothing when they're capable of more than just being human beings. I want to see them. I want to see how they move. I want to see the joy in their journey, because the people who had the means and the opportunity, they're miserable, and they're saying it all over the place. The amazing ones, they're disappointed. And while they may say it, they continue to do the work. Because the work has to be done. Thing is you can only do your shadow work. You can't do anyone else's. Hey, Sister H. How's your spirit? It's one of those things. Some time ago, I simply learned it's the air vent over there. I wish I was somewhere where there was some water flowing like that, rushing and sounding wonderful and shit. That'd be freaking amazing. It just didn't seem like that's what it's gonna. So far, it hadn't turned out to be that. Thanks for joining the chat, though. I've been live for 51 minutes, almost 52. Apparently there's some bad traffic near Happy Valley Road in Phoenix. Not too much to worry about here, though. Except me figuring out what's next. And, y'all been watching me do that for 3 years, so ta-da! I do wish that, what time is it? I want a sandwich. I kind of want Jimmy John's. Like, I haven't had it in a while. It's going to be hot. It's going to be almost 100 degrees today. So, like, sitting outside for a long time isn't a thing. But it would be nice to sit out and have lunch with a friend. Well, an ally that I'll do that friendship with. Or even an associate. Someone I know who's great at communication. And enjoys new things. You know what I'm saying? Go somewhere new for lunch. Great. So there's something about a vacation energy. But Sister Enach, did you go on vacation recently, or didn't you say you were doing that for this month or something like that? Didn't you say your month of May was going to turn out like your month of April was supposed to, or whatever it is? I remember that. I don't remember exactly, but that part I do remember. You know what I mean? I was talking about day dates for a moment. And then in the beginning, we were talking about the different type of narcissists, at least two. Those with abandonment issues. How about that? There's another abandonment issue type, which is probably me or what I suffer from, live with. I have abandonment issues. It's just that I don't trust you to show up or be there. So I'm never going to leave it to chance. I don't have faith in man because men have abandoned me my entire life. Human beings. You know what I mean? My whole life, human beings have told me, I'll be there for you. But when I needed them, they weren't there for me. My father, my sister, my mother, my husband, so friends, associates, even allies. That's right, you did say you were going to a wedding, and I hope it turned out great. You were going to a wedding and you were asking someone about, you asked somebody other than me, I think Rico or somebody, for some fashion advice, and I felt some type of way. But that's okay. You pretty much were used to seeing me in onesies and shit. So, I suppose I can understand it. Now, though, I don't know. One thing I do realize, that's right, you asked Dr. D. See, I be remembering stuff. Shout out to Dr. D, Sucre, the gentleman. They have not Apparently, there's no isms at the moment. I wish I had the means. I would sponsor a show. What do I want to sponsor a show about? Honestly, I'm so messy. I sponsor a show about dingling maintenance. That's me though. Because my table mate was trying to ask me, ooh, I told you, Sister Teenage, it's time for you to get out there. You and Cola, y'all should be going ahead and getting yourselves in a little a hot sister clique. I don't know if Cola is over 40, but I'm gonna just in case. Like y'all should get into a fine 40 and fabulous, organization. You know what I'm saying? Fine 40, faithful, fabulous. I mean, that's the thing. Honestly, more than anything, there needs to be a women's focused women's faith organization. One not obscured or mired down in the BS of religions and doctrines before. One focused on what it truly takes to be a woman of faith today. More specifically, I think maybe that'll be my next topic. Can a woman of faith actually find a good man? Are there men of faith out here who live what the good book, who live the faith they preach? How about that? I put a notice out to all my heels. Listen, Sister Enage, I got it. Listen, the constable came by this morning. I don't have a home to go to this evening, but next to the suitcase at Patty B's place is a bag that's got one pair of pills in it and some of my journals, because a girl just has to have a pair. You know what I'm saying? If I had to choose, don't judge me. It's Wednesday. We'll go with it. It's Wild Wednesday. And if I had to choose, I would choose a pair of heels over a pair of drawers any day. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. If someone told me, JP, you can wear one or the other for the rest of your life, because y'all know both of them are uncomfortable. Okay? Both. Listen. I was gonna try to pretend anyway. Both are uncomfortable, right? Bras be pinching you. They don't keep your girl. Listen, the girls are supposed to be up here. They down here. They just doing some shit. Right? They just mad and I'm okay. It's serious. My bad. Okay. That shit's uncomfortable. Underwear, you're sliding all up inside you and whatnot. I can't do it. A pair of heels, you know what you're going to get into. Your toes might be a little bit clamped. You may have to walk a little bit different, but I swear to God, your heels aren't going to be moving around on you the entire time you got them on the way your drawers do. Exactly. The underwear is disrespectful. Now listen, we can talk about creating us a whole line of clothes and drawers and things that don't have these problems. Maybe underwear with drawstrings or something, like back in the colonial days. I don't know, man. But what I'm saying is, if you're gonna make me choose between underwear and shoes, I want you to shoes. I'm just saying, I am neither Adam, Eve, nor Lilith out this bitch. It's what it is. Don't judge me. Don't treat me like that. Y'all know y'all love me. And all my ridiculousness. And all my ridiculousness. All right, let's see. I've been here for an hour already. I have 41% left on this battery. I do need to take care of some things. And since this is my Wi-Fi, I mean, I have unlimited data, but still, I don't want to be chancing things out in this piece. I am at the library, but the signal here stinks. It dropped out as soon as I sat down. Now, for whatever reason, my image is washed out. Bro, seriously? I'm gonna turn the brightness down a bit. That's really not it. It's something to do with the camera or something, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much. This to me is freedom, though. Today. You about to get back? Are you heading home, or are you heading to your next retreat, so to speak? Man, there's something about Germany. Suppose there's a part of me that wants to go back there. Some German food would be good. Man, that would be a fantastic sandwich. A doner kebab would fit the bill. Oh, okay. You're headed back to North Carolina. Oh, wait. Do you remember Google Hop Bakery, Ine? Oh, my God. Sister Ine. Bro, if I had the means, I would just go buy a brooch out of remembrance. Google Hop is in Durham, over on the end. There's a street. It's a major highway almost, but then it turns into a house, like a main road that goes through houses. Damn, I used to live over there. There's a Google Hop Bakery. It's over by James Street. Dang. Bro, seriously? Now I can't remember. There was a little bead shop over there. There was a Biscuitville, a Hardee's. There's a bank. Damn. I really wish I could remember. I never knew the name of the street. I live right there, around the corner, so But anyway, Google Hop in Durham, they have fantastic German fare, period. I grew up in Germany, and when I say the food made me remember being in Germany, the food did. The environment was kind of more like this, which didn't jive with being European or in Germany, so to speak. Google Hop was almost too modern. So people think of it more like a German modern museum of art that served food. That was the ambiance, or the image that it was giving. When I grew up in like old school Germany, where you went to one place to get your croissants, and another to get your cheese, and a third to get your meat, where, there were, cathedrals and chapels and those things. That's it, Durham Chapel Hill Boulevard. Look at you, girl. Because it's a straight shot. That's what it was. It was almost a straight shot from that street. If I got on that road, I could go straight down damn near and get to my job at in UNC, in Chapel Hill. So yeah, Durham Chapel Hill Road makes absolutely sense. Thank you, ma'am. Look at God. Ain't that some ish right there? Child, Sister Enage, it could turn out you might know one of my siblings and shit. Wouldn't that be scary? Cause if you've never had it before, two things that are absolutely amazing, Sister Enage. Their schnitzel is fantastic. Make sure you get a broaching with it because it doesn't come with one. Their schnitzel comes with like a salad, or a potato or German potato salad, which their German potato salad tastes pretty legit. And they just call it potato salad because it's a German restaurant. But anyway, moving on to say, you got to get your schnitzel with a broaching so you can squeeze your lemon on it. Ask them for some mayonnaise, the German stuff, not the American shit. And then slather a little bit of mayo on that bad boy, and it's a fantastic pork cutlet sandwich. Now, if you don't do pork, and I can't remember Sister Enage, then that might be an issue. They also have, oh my God, I don't know if they still do it, but they had this amazing lox, like salmon basket. So it was smoked salmon, cornichons, capers, onion, I think, boiled egg. And it was set up in a way, and it came with this fantastic bread basket that had pretty much every bread that they had on site that day, a couple of slices of each. Dude, my little interactive food, get excited, autistic self, I was like, oh shit. Building little happy sandwiches all over the place. Man. Oh, and then for dessert, you have to get an almond schnecken. Okay, it's kind of like a croissant filled with marzipan and almonds on top and baked in the shape of a muffin. Bro, when I say that, it's just so damn good. So good. So good. You will forget what you're supposed to be doing. I hear you. Listen, child, I done got excited about food. I can talk about food for a while. The fat child in me is really excited to talk about groceries, but I'm trying to behave myself. Mostly because you know how it is. Talking about food make your ass hungry. And to tell you the truth, I ain't got nothing to eat but these Cheez-Its, so I ain't trying to get too hungry out this piece. But, oh my gosh, it is 12:34, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I just saw someone post a video that said something's coming. Dun, 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 dun. What do you think it is? I don't know. But y'all better be ready for it. What would you do? What could you do? Let me ask you a question. I know I said really, I have some things that I need to research and look out for, but seriously, I could pull my tablet out, put it on the charger, and we can keep going for a while, so don't sweat that part. So now my question is, what would you do if there was actually a need for the Space Force? And some galactic bad actors were already on their way. What would you do? What if the reality is in the next 2 to 5 years, we could be walking through a battlefield, dodging grenades and landmines here in the United States? Would you be prepared? Would someone take you in? when the bombs are flying, who's gonna take your money then? Who's gonna care about your masculine rites of passage? When the United States Capitol is being bombed repeatedly by forces and things you never witnessed. There's a word in my head. Let's see. Why? Tacit. Something about doing something tacitly. T-A-C-I-T, no? Apologies, it's not that. I put a T-A tacit. Okay, yeah. Tacit. Understood or implied without being stated. In a way that is understood or implied without being... Well, that's spiritual warfare, ain't it? Like to bomb someone tacitly. Last time I was saying that you all are doing something tacitly. You're accepting something as understood or implied, but neither you nor the other side has stated it. And this ain't about me, it's about y'all. So whoever you are, and this is a download, a gift from the universe, the Most High, the Spirit, you need to be paying attention. He says, you all are doing something that you think is understood or implied, yet he never stated it. You created it, it's an abomination. Something about a denomination. Y'all, listen. Denomination. The number below the line, that's a denominator. Right, a recognized autonomous brand of the Christian church. A face value of a book note point. So something about it, a name or designation, especially on service. So something about a particular denomination. A denomination, someone's being awarded a nomination for something. Someone's being nominated for an award. Tacitly. Someone's being nominated for an award that they are unaware of. It's implied that they know, but they don't. And whether this is me or some other spiritual being or whatever it is, there's this belief or an implied understanding that someone's being nominated for something. However, hey, no fear, they don't know it. Some type of nomination, something about an award ceremony, something about the name Mahoney is significant. There's something about my son Tony. Please understand, he's a grown man. So Tony, my love, Mom forgives you, number one. Number two, whatever you did, It's mendable. It's fixable. Don't let the feds fool you. Don't let anybody make you think that you're somehow going to be saving me or anything by telling a lie. Speak your truth, whatever you know it to be. Whatever your truth is, speak your truth. Then you'll be set free. That was to him specifically, I suppose. To everybody else in general, it's the truth. When you speak the truth, you are set free. Whether it's, listen. You're not going to have me out here lying and saying you're not going to go to prison for what you did. You're free from the karmic burden of it all. You're free from the head swelling and rattling and that shit. You know what I mean? You're free from struggle and strife and the stresses of life because you've spoken your truth. You've lived up to it. And more to the point, you've owned up to it. The day that they decide to weigh your heart, it'll be lighter than a feather because you do not have regret for what you did to anyone or with anyone. Because you already told the truth. You accepted the consequences. If you can accept the risk for doing a thing, then you must accept the consequences or the outcome for having done it. That's the truth of it. I took a huge risk bringing Tony and Daniel out here in the midst of the pandemic so that they wouldn't be homeless on the streets, fending for themselves. I knew it didn't have to go in my favor, yet you have to understand, this wasn't about my favor. This was about not having to go through that circumstance. So I gave them a chance. My son actually did the right thing. He didn't fail me. He couldn't have known that Daniel was a full-blown narcissist. As far as I know, with the exception of Dana, he probably never experienced anything like it, and she wasn't exactly like that. She didn't mimic him. She created that she had dominion over him. See, this being cloaks it. He hides his energy behind the imagery of others, pretending to be the person that he's not. Pretending to be a good person to me or to Tony. I told Tony a long time ago. Well, I told Daniel too. You don't love my son. And the fact that I'm letting your ass the fuck go, don't you dare go near him. It seems to me he must have gone near my son. And tried to blame him for my shit. And yet, I haven't done anything to be guilty of. And neither has my son. Daniel has. And that's the karma that will play out. Everyone associated with him, everyone who took his side and didn't bother to understand or hear or see or witness the same way you did with that bullshit of mine spouse because, well, he was the one with the security clearance, but I'm the one who's secure as shit out this bitch. There are consequences for everything. Everyone has to accept their role, their outcome, and their karma. Mine was having to walk away from an apartment I never wanted to be in the first place. Watching people disappoint me the way that I always knew that they would. That's the beauty of being psychic. Having spiritual gifts far beyond any man today can train. Anyway, I've got to go potty, and due to circumstance, I'm going to obey. You all should give it a try sometime. Keep the spirit up. We'll see you in the street. This is Sister Enache. Let me know when you go out there and Google her. Girl. If you line it up right, maybe I'll have the riches and I'll be out there to join you. We'll see. Peace. We like you.